T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. My life has value.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Global Watchman News. My name is Lori Swan. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you are in the live chat, we do ask to keep it family friendly. There will be moderators in there to make sure that we stay within the terms of service put forth to us by the platform we're utilizing today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Take a minute, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when we go live. Hold on a second. I got a cough. Okay. So I hope you guys are all doing well. This is going to be a real short or short-ish live stream. I've got a lot to do this afternoon. But I thought it was important for you guys to understand and take notice of the things that are happening right now. A lot of things are lining up to happen. You know that on this channel, whether it's been Robbie and myself, or Ernie and myself, we've always told you guys that we are just one earth-changing event away from the implementation of the New World Order. And we still believe that. You know, it most likely, if it goes any way, the way history has done in the past. Hold on a second. Let me just... How about this on Do Not Disturb for just a minute? so I can get through this without my phone dinging. If we learned anything from history in the past, and if you guys watched that documentary last night, you know that everything's planned out in advance. The things that we think that are real events are most likely choreographed and things like that. And so we need to pay attention and kind of keep not focused on it, but just keep it in the back of our minds that that something's coming. And in the events of the last few days, we've got the sun putting out a lot of flares. I'm going to show you some live streams on that. We've got Congress receiving satellite phones in case of an event. We're going to get to that. But first off, I want to remind everybody, not very long ago, we celebrated the anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing. And in that time, I don't know if you guys remember, but Timothy McVeigh. A second. Did I pull it up? I guess I did. I'll do this. Just do this. It's been 20 years, I guess, since the bombing, and you guys remember this was caused by a supposed, and I'm just going to use air quotes here because again, this was a false flag. It didn't go down the way they say it went down, and it didn't go down by the people they said that it went down by. But this is what the outcome of this was. This was supposedly it wasn't a U-Haul, I think it was a Ryder van that was parked in front of the Frederick Murrah building, or I think it's the Murrah building in Oklahoma City. And it was filled with ammonium nitrate. It is a fertilizer, and it can be used to create a bomb. Now, the Oklahoma City bombing, I'm going to do this right here live for you guys. We can all take a look at it. How much ammonium nitrate was used at the Oklahoma City bombing? Let's take a look. It says 5,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate mixed with motor fuel was delivered in a rental truck and detonated into the building's parking lot. 5,000 pounds, not quite, a little under 5,000 pounds, did this. Okay. $60,000 pounds of explosive chemical lost during a rail shipment, officials say. The company transporting the ammonium nitrate from Wyoming to California said the release should pose no risk to the public health or the environment if the loss resulted from a leak. Come on. About 60,000 pounds of a chemical used in both as a fertilizer and an explosive is missing after likely disappearing during a rail trip from Wyoming to California last month, according to federal records. The rail car carrying ammonium nitrate left a plant operated by explosives manufacturer Dino Noble in Cheyenne, Wyoming on April 12th, according to the incident report filed May 10th, almost a month later, by a representative of the company with the National Response Center. Almost a month later. The report states the chemical was released, quote, due to an unknown cause, and was discovered missing after the rail car arrived in Saltdale, California, an unincorporated community more than 1,000 miles from Cheyenne. At the time of the report, the car was empty and on its way back to Wyoming, according to the company. So it left Cheyenne, Wyoming, and it got to California, Saltdale, California, and it was empty. They don't know what happened to it. Wow. So we've got 60,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate floating around with tens of thousands of potential terrorists coming through our southern borders. Right. What could possibly happen, right? What could possibly? Do you guys watch Breaking Bad? Watch Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. In Breaking Bad, there was a scene, and I don't know the chemical compound. I have no clue, but it was something that they needed to manufacture the methamphetamine, and it was coming through on a rail car, and the rail car, they knew the schedule. They knew the schedule of the rail car, and they knew that from this time to this time, the rail car stopped, and it was on like a deserted place. There was no houses, there was no roads, there was no anything. The rail car was in the back of the train, and they knew that they knew how long it was going to be there because they'd been watching it, and they knew that it stopped because they needed to move the tracks around to get them through this hub. And while the train was stopped, they actually siphoned out the chemical that they needed for manufacturing this methamphetamine. I'm sorry, Justin. I hope I didn't ruin the episode for you. But that's what happened. So when I heard this, when I saw this, I was like, whoa, okay. Well, that's interesting, because there is a lot of area between Cheyenne and Wyoming along the way where there are no houses, where there are no roads, where there is nothing but emptiness, where they would have to stop it to change rails, to fix the rails. So, the potential is there. They're not even saying, I guess they're trying to say that there was a leak, and that it just like drizzled out the bottom from Cheyenne to California. Okay. All right, we can go with that, I suppose. But given the other thing that I'm going to show you, where'd it go? Congress, 50 congressmen, it was offered to all 100, but I think only 50 took it for now. They were each issued it says satellite phone technology has been offered to all 100 senators. CBS News has learned that at least 50 have accepted the phones, which Senate administrative staff recommend senators to keep close proximities during their travels. In testimony before the Senate Appropriations Committee last month, Senate Sergeant of Arms Karen Gibson said satellite communications is being deployed to ensure a redundant and secure means of communication during a disruptive event. Let's take a look at that. Disruptive event. That can mean a lot of things. Disruptive event. That can mean an event like January 6th, I guess. Which would make okay. Let me explain what a satellite phone. Satellite phone is just what it is. It runs off satellites. It's not like your cell phone. It's what they use in the military. It's what they use out on ships. It's what they use when you're in the middle of nowhere. It's what they use in Antarctica or the North Pole to communicate with outside, civilization. It's designed to be used in case a cell communications ever went down. So why is it that they feel the need for these congressmen, senators to carry this type of communication? And it's not cheap. Our taxpayers are paying a whopping amount for those phones. All right, they're not cheap at all. And they want them to keep close proximity during their travels. Well, what are they expecting? They are expecting something. I think we can all agree upon that. What it is, we don't know. We can only speculate. I don't really like to speculate. Kind of throw some ideas out there, but until it happens, we're not going to know. We keep hearing about, Russia and the possibility of a a nuclear exchange, which I don't think it'd be nuclear. I think it'd be more like an EMP exchange. But then, wherever the EMP was, if there was any satellites above that or in that atmosphere, they would get fried. So, I mean, there's still other satellites they can hook up to, but I mean, it may take them down a little bit. I also saw yesterday, and I tried finding it last night, but I couldn't. Something having to do with the internet. I don't know about you, but my internet's been pretty hokey for the last few weeks. I keep dropping it. It keeps resetting. It's my internet sucks. And we have a business package. And when we got it, I made sure that we had, because I live stream, I made sure that we had the faster internet. And it's still kind of wonky lately. And then I saw that they're putting out warnings because the sun is just doing crazy crap. Just crazy crap. Let me pull up what the sun is doing. Current sun. Okay. So this is Earth-facing sun at the moment. Okay. And we have two fissures, one here on the bottom and one here on the top. And tomorrow, these corona ejections will be Earth-facing. So what are they preparing for? The sun's been very active the last few months, and it's going to continue to get active as we are in corona maximum at the moment, and we will be for the next several months, or if it's not until next year. I think I'll have to look at that. But you can see these are called corona ejections, and these here are going to be Earth facing, and hopefully we don't get solar flares to the point where we may get an X flare. Now, if we get an X flare, right up on the Carrington effect. What happened with Carrington? Planet X getting close. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that with an Obama food stamp. I don't believe in Nibiru because I exposed Stitchin as a Jesuit plant, and everything he wrote was a lie. So, no, I don't believe in Nibiru. The Anunnaki are fallen angels. They've always been here. So, not buying it. So, what are they preparing for? What is it that they know is coming? I'm going to actually save this site. And, save it as space weather. And I will put it up on my thing afterwards. So, yeah, the sun is, let's see, there's a theory with the sun. Is it the sun and then causing mass awakening? Yeah, I've actually seen a lot going on. What time does this happen tomorrow? I didn't say anything's happening tomorrow. Oh, you're talking about the coronal ejections? I don't know. I have no idea. Tomorrow, Thursday, I have no idea when it is. I'm not the sun guy. I don't know. There are many channels you can go out there. I can't remember the one. What the hell is his name? SO, Suspicious Observers. You can go over and check him out. I think he's still on YouTube. Suspicious Observers. He's a really good channel. I used to watch him every morning. I haven't watched him in forever, though. You can go check him out. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I've heard about the mass awakening and the sun and doing this hokey thing. I have a problem with that, BRT, only because who are they? I'm sorry, I'm so tired today. The guys with the extraterrestrial the Federation of Light, the Galactic Federation of Light. They're all up on that hippie stuff, and I don't really buy it. Um, I stick with the Bible and what the Bible tells me about that, and I don't believe that the sun was put here that it's going to hurt us, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, so keep your eyes open. I'm just putting this out there for you. I just thought it was interesting that we've got this ammonium nitrate missing, them getting their satellite phones, the sun doing some wonky things. We got the invasion from the southern border continuing. Do you guys see the mainstream media trying to tell us that since Article 42 or Title 42 was lifted, that the number of people coming over our southern border has decreased? Because we got idiots written across our forehead, right? Because we're going to believe that. We believe that. Yeah, I don't believe it. Justin, it's biblical. No, Nibiru is not biblical. Nibiru is not biblical. Sorry, it's not. The only thing that says that there will be signs and wonders in the skies and the stars. We're going to have three. I don't even think the 3 days or 3 days of darkness is even biblical. But yeah, something's gonna get blown up. They're gonna blame Russia. Something's gonna get blown up. They're gonna blame somebody. I don't know. You know what? Here's the thing, guys. This country right now is so messed up that I don't even think they're going to blame a foreign entity. I think they're going to blame people in the United States. I think this left has been so hell bent. This administration is so hell-bent on blaming the right for everything and pushing this white supremacist bullshit on people that I think, personally, again, my opinion, but if something does happen, I think they're going to blame it on the right. They're going to blame it on the people with Trump. Now, I don't support the right. I don't support the left. I don't support any of it. A friend of mine this morning made a very good observation describing our government. He said, the bird has 2 broken wings. He's laying on the ground and he's dying. And I think that is exactly what's going on. Exactly describes our current government. Left wing, right wing. He goes, I wouldn't do left wing or right wing. He goes, I'd trust chicken wing before I trusted either one of those. Yeah, there's a volcano erupting in Mexico right now. Yeah, millions are being evacuated. Go figure. Huh, isn't that interesting? I wonder where they're going to bring them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Ron DeSantis threw his hat in the ring. Yay. I was actually down in Florida the day that he got elected. We were down there for family reasons. And I really liked him. I liked his speech. I liked his thing, but I think he's gone ultra right. Wow. I mean, I'm all for controlling this madness when it comes to the LGBTQ, RSTUV, whatever community. It needs to be regulated somehow. It needs to be controlled somehow. But wow, I don't think he's going about it the right way at all. But that's, again, my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see if DeSantis. I'm going to be honest with you. If I were to vote, I would not be voting for Trump, which my husband, if I can hear my husband right now, I hear him in the back of my head going, Lori, we live in a Trump house. That's him joking with me. He knows my feelings. His feelings have changed too since last election. Let's put it this way. If elections were to be held today and Biden and Trump were running, I would have no choice but to vote for Trump if I voted. I don't vote, but if I voted, I would have no choice but to vote for Trump. Again, lesser of the two evils is still evil. I get that. I understand. But we got to do something about what's sitting at that White House right now. Send that man out to pasture. I mean, seriously. You know he's not in control. You know that man is not in control of this country. Well, any politician, any president is not actually in control. You know what I mean. Okay? You guys get what I mean. You know, if you've been around here, you know me well enough to know exactly what I'm talking about. So if they were to be held today. Now, if it comes down to having to decide between Trump and DeSantis, I got to go DeSantis. I don't have any faith in Trump. He's too egotistical. He's too high on himself. You know, I don't want that. Plus the fact that these people that are high on the hopium, the HOP, the hopium, they got to stop. I'm just so tired of it. Still believe Trump and DeSantis will be on the same ticket. I do too, Iron. I do. Which leads me to, well, guess if I voted, who I would have to vote for. They're all in the cult. Absolutely, they're all in the cult. Oh my God, 100%. Absolutely. It's a big club and we ain't in it. That's it. It's a big club and we ain't in it. And if you think Trump's not in the club, wow. He didn't get to be where he is without the backing of the financiers, without the backing of people like Soros. Go ahead and get your little Google. You got the Oracle of Delphi in your hand. You carry it around. Your nose is in it all day. Do yourself a favor and Google some things. Google Trump or George Soros bailing Trump out in Chicago for his Trump Tower here, and take a look at and see. You know as well as I do that this government runs on quid pro quo. That's meaning you do a favor for me and I do a favor for you. That's how it works. I just got done watching Madam Secretary. Wow, that opened up my eyes to how the government works. You know, you don't get a new coffee pot in Washington without some form of quid pro quo. You don't. Trump is Jesuit trained. Absolutely is. 100%. Yep. Take a look at where he went to college. Jesuit college. His mentor was a Jesuit. Norman Peale. Vincent Norman Peale was his name. Took me a minute to recall that. Vincent Norman Peale. He was his mentor. Jesuit. Freemason. False teacher. Don't believe me? Look it up. No politician will save us. Absolutely. No politician will save us. And if you think that a politician is going to save us, you need to reevaluate yourself. Reevaluate the world. Reevaluate your position in the world. Because there ain't nobody that's going to save us except the Almighty. Except for Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach. Whatever you call him. God, that coffee's good this morning. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, I've got a crap load of stuff to do today. And I'm getting, my nose is, I'm getting stuffy again. Daddy got Tesla's documents. Yes, he did. Daddy, his uncle stole, I don't even know how many bins of papers from Tesla. Yep. All right, guys. I'll wrap this up. You all have a very blessed day. I don't know when we are going to be back again. This week is so busy for me. I don't even know if we're going back on Wednesday. My husband he just left Washington State yesterday, and he told me that he's going to try to get home tomorrow night to sleep for a few hours. So whenever he gets home, I want the house to be quiet for him to sleep, because he's only going to be able to sleep for a little bit. He wants to take a shower, eat, go to bed for a little bit, and he's got to get up and he's got to go on to Boston. So that'll be Wednesday night. Yeah, tomorrow night when he gets home. So I don't know when we're going to be live. Just pay attention to the channel. I always put the links up far enough ahead. And we will see you when we see you. Until next time, guys, remember, eyes open, no fear.